Hey loves, it's Anne. Welcome to my channel. I am going to do a bedroom clean with me. So I asked you guys in a poll questionnaire, and this is what you guys voted for, which I don't mind at all. I want to thank you all so much for allowing me to share my life's journey in progressing growth, whatever you want to call it. This journey of simplifying, finding clarity and balance is just an amazing experience, and I'm really excited that I can share this with you and that you can share your experience with me, whether it be in the comment section or or on Instagram, whatever it is. I just love the community that we have right now and that we're able to just share our stories from around the world. So with that being said, I'm gonna do some cleaning. All right guys, I am a bit embarrassed, but I'm going to show you the before, my room before we cleaned it up. So this is my pile of laundry, clean clothing. And so this pile of junk right here is just kind of collecting, but at the same time, I also got rid of a shelf that was holding all these stuff. So I just put these here temporarily until I have time to actually do a full cleaning like I will today. So over here, I got back from a trip like about a week ago from the Bahamas, and I wasn't able to fully unpack because my washer and dryer was broken down, and the maintenance people came in yesterday to fix it. So I've been doing laundry. So yes, the mess is right here. My closet isn't so bad. It's still a bit organized from my organizational, closet video. This corner, I still have miscellaneous things to donate, things to clear out. Over here is my dresser. It kind of gotten out of control, and it just kind of got out of control because it takes a lot of time to clear these items, find places for them, donate them, give them away, and just find an area for them in your house. The fact that I removed the shelf here, and so I had to take everything from the shelf and clear it and find places for them, that was a little bit challenging. But yes, this is what we will be cleaning today. So when it comes to cleaning, the first thing that I like to start, and the first thing that excites me, is turning on a song, music, whatever it is that I am in the mood for. So most of the time I would turn on some meditation music. Sometimes I would not have anything on, and I would just reflect while I'm cleaning. And it's just a wonderful time or state to be in. It brings me into the flow of creating and getting things done. I would look for a good podcast. A podcast that I really like is Super Soul Sunday by Oprah, and I also love Joe Rogan's podcast too. So it can be something crazy or it can be something soulful. It really depends on my mood at that time, but I get excited to catch up on a good podcast or maybe an audiobook or just, zen out. So after finding a really good podcast that gets me in the flow, that gets me in the mood of cleaning, I now then take my trash bag, whatever it is, into the bedroom and start throwing away things that don't belong in there, like tissues, used up tissues, any glass that's half full, any trash, things that need to go, and just dump that out. So after I get rid of the trash, I usually like to take care of the clothing. Now, once you start cleaning, once you start finding your own flow and how you do things, you have your own way of cleaning. But for me, I like to tackle down on the clothes first. And my washer was broken for like 2 weeks. I couldn't do my laundry. It was the worst feeling ever. So I had like dirty clothes, dirty laundry all over the place that were accumulated from my trip. I had all these dirty clothes on the floor, and then I had like some clean laundry that I couldn't get to before I left on my trip on my bed. And so usually with clothing, it just ends up in like different corners all over the place on top of things. And so I like to think of cleaning in layers, like I take care of the top layer and then the next layer and then the next and the next. So the clothing is that top layer of stuff that I need to take care of. After I take care of my top layer of clothing, I now tackle down to my next layer, and that is making the bed. So I would just change all the sheets, take the duvet out, throw that in the washer as well. So it's kind of like I make the bed at the same time I do the laundry and all that kind of stuff. So that way I could air out the bed. So while I take out all the sheets, take out the duvet cover, I let the bed air out. And while the bed is airing out, that's when I start to take all the miscellaneous things in my room and just put it into a corner or into a basket, any sort of container that I can just accumulate all of the miscellaneous items that belong in different parts of my apartment into that basket, so that way I can take care of it after. Usually when you try to take care of everything like that's spread apart, it will overwhelm you and just make you more stressed, and you'll just feel more anxious. So if you can just accumulate all that, put it into one area, and then tell yourself you can take care of that afterward, then that will feel less stressful, and it will ease your whole process in cleaning. So after I accumulated all the miscellaneous items, I put that in the corner, take care of that later, maybe for the last part of my bedroom cleaning. I then tackle down on my drawer. So I have this drawer full of makeup, from my YouTube days of getting PR things. I have been really trying to narrow down to things that I really want to use, things that I love using, but then also things that I want to experiment with. So I dedicate that little dresser for my makeup and beauty products and other beauty related items on that drawer. So usually on the top of that drawer, it gets throughout the week, you take out a lipstick and then you take out another lipstick. I love mixing my lipstick colors, and so it gets a little crazy. I have lipsticks spread all over the place and makeup all over the place throughout the week. It's an ongoing process of keeping things organized. So after organizing my makeup, my beauty products, and my dresser, I then go and get into dusting. So after I finish organizing my dresser, makeup, all that good stuff, I then get into dusting. And I usually like to start with the top layer and then I'll work my way dusting things down to the floor. So that's how the order that I usually do it is like from top, then down to the bottom. And then I like to dust first before I get into wiping, just because it makes wiping so much easier. You avoid all the streaks. So with a dry cloth, I dust first and then I would wipe the surfaces. So after everything is pretty much on the floor, I vacuum the carpet, make sure it's nice and clean. Then I go in and I change my bed sheets. I would change it with some new Magic Linen sheets and change my duvet cover. And I just love the feeling of a nice freshly made bed. I get so excited when I can jump into bed and just feel that crisp, material on my skin. I love that feeling. So on to the last step, and that is to find homes for all the miscellaneous items, organize them in its rightful compartment or home. And after that, I can just enjoy a nice clean bedroom. So that's pretty much the order I like to work with and how I usually clean my room. It usually takes me I like to spread the time apart. I don't just clean within 1 or 2, 3 hours. I like to kind of clean, take my time, and then maybe sit down, have some lunch, have a nice iced tea. I would just kind of ease it into my day and just flow with the day instead of just tackling everything all at once. I mean, it really depends on how I'm feeling, but that's how I usually clean my home and my bedroom. So I hope you find this video helpful or it motivates you to clean your room. Other than that, thank you so much for spending today with me. I really appreciate you, and I would love to hear your system or how you clean your room up, or if you will be cleaning your room up today after seeing this video, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section of this video. Other than that, thank you all so much for spending today with me. I love you, and I will see you next week. Ciao!